So today Apple announced the second generation iPhone SE, and with the second generation of iPhone SE launched, will it really be an appealing iPhone to the Indian market? Let's find out. Now personally, if you ask me, I really like the new iPhone SE. I've always wanted a small smartphone but with a lot of power, and the iPhone SE second generation or the new one definitely gives that. Yes, there are certain things like the display doesn't look too modern and all, and you don't have an ultra wide camera, things like that, but that doesn't matter to me. So this is just personal opinion. But if I have to take the entire public, then we might have mixed results. So let us talk about the specs. Now it comes with Apple's A13 Bionic chip. So this is the same one used on the iPhone 11 Pro. There's no underclocking, nothing of that sort. It is the actual chip used in the newer iPhones. It has a 12 megapixel camera, no ultra wide or nothing like that, but this can definitely shoot 4K at 60 fps, 30 fps. It has slow mo, and as for the front facing camera, we have a 7 megapixel camera. The selfie should be good, but as for the video, we have only 1080p. It is a 4.7-inch retina display. So in terms of display and the body, it is exactly like that of the iPhone 8. There's only one change, and that is the Apple logo has moved to the center. And a fun fact, you also get wireless charging, yes, and you get fast charging with the lightning dock. But the thing is that in the box you get only a 5-watt charger. If you want that fast charging, make sure you buy the separate adapter for that. So overall, when we take a look at the iPhone SE2, it is externally, so the appearance looks like an iPhone 8, but the internals are that of the iPhone 11 Pro. But there are few giveaways here and there to reduce the price. So we'll talk about the price at the last, but let's talk about what is not there. Basically, this here is going to be a really powerful smartphone. But in today's world, performance is not the only thing people look out for. So for example, the display. So when you take a look at the new iPhone SE from the back, it looks very premium glass metal build, fine. But when you take a look at the front, it has two huge bezels, a big forehead and a chin. And the chin actually has the fingerprint sensor, Touch ID, which is actually great. But still, people in this modern age where even 6,000 rupees smartphones have this all screen displays, the near bezel-less designs. So in comparison with those, when people take a look at this, certain people might not like the display, how it looks. So yes, Apple's displays are good, they're nice, bright. This in fact is 625 nits. So no matter how good the display is, in today's world, people want their smartphone to be in line with the modern day technology. And the second thing is that there's only one camera here. iPhone's cameras are amazing. So this here is the main shooter, and this here is a 12 megapixel shooter. And I'm sure you have seen a lot of reviews of the iPhone 11 Pro. It is going to be like that, and it also has portrait mode, but the portrait mode doesn't work for animals, only for human faces. But the thing is that this here is just the basic main shooter, and you don't have any ultra wide things like that. However good this smartphone camera is going to be, people are definitely going to blast them. So when it comes to camera, again, I'm okay with it. But yes, when you take a look at the competition, you get a lot of features, a lot of camera choices, new technologies to play with. When the first time user, if he compares the iPhone SE, the new one, to any competing Android device, he will feel like, the Android side has a lot of things, whereas the iPhone SE has only a single shooter. So what is the gain for me in this? Things like that will definitely come up in people's mind. And another thing about display is, nowadays in general, so I've taken a look at a lot of my friends and the general public, they tend to want a bigger display. I don't know why. I'm a small phone guy, I like smaller phones, so I'm fine with this. But the general public really want big displays, 6 inches, 6.5. People really don't mind, even if it doesn't fit in their pocket, they're happy with that. But I have to say, yes, there are few drawbacks like these, but in general, this here is a super fast smartphone with an amazing camera, decent battery life. It has IP67 water resistance, it has wireless charging, it has fast charging support too. So overall, this here is one of the best iPhones that you can buy if you want to enter into the iPhone system. So this here, the iPhone SE, I really loved it. Even now I like this phone, and I'm sure this sold like hotcakes in India because it was priced recently, like maybe a year or two back. It was priced at around 18 to 20,000, and for that price people could easily get into the Apple ecosystem. So even though the iPhone SE is good, all that, in US it is priced around $399. But the thing that we have to consider when we talk about sales in India is definitely going to be the pricing. When you directly convert $399 to Indian currency, it is going to be around 27,000 rupees. Now for that price, this here is a pretty costly device. Now people are going to think once or twice before they buy this. People who like Apple, they'll definitely go. They'll, if they want, if they are running this iPhone SE, they might probably end up buying that. I'm not talking about them. I'm telling for the new people, the people who want to get into the smartphone ecosystem, or people who want to switch from Android to iPhone. So those people will definitely think. So as I previously told, if you directly convert this from US to the Indian currency, it is 27,000 rupees. But if the iPhone SE, the second generation, is not being manufactured in India, and if it is being imported from somewhere else other than India, this here is at least going to cost you around say 40 to 45,000. And that, so, and this is just, I'm telling based on previous iPhone analysis. I'm telling if this is manufactured outside India, this is definitely going to be costing around 40 to 45,000. And if that is the case, people definitely not buy this. They might buy the previous iPhone XR, which you can get for around 46, 47,000. Things like that definitely do matter. But this will sell like hot cake if the pricing is somewhere around 20 to 25,000, and that is possible only if Apple starts manufacturing here in India. So Apple manufactures few iPhones here in India, like the iPhone XR and the iPhone 10, things like that are manufactured here in India. If you take a look at Amazon, the prices of those devices are way cheap because the manufacturing taking place here. So you don't have these extreme import charges and taxes being implied on them. So if this here is manufactured in India, then the prices should be somewhere around 25 or somewhere around that range. If that is the case, then this will definitely sell. Initially the sales won't be that much, but over the period of time people definitely start buying this a lot. You have exchanges, things like that. People might exchange their old iPhone SE and buy this. Things like that will definitely happen. So this is what I want to finish this video with. If Apple nails the pricing in the Indian market, then the iPhone SE will be their best selling iPhone here in India. And I mean it. People really like the SE. I am a person who loves the SE, and I was waiting for this, and I might probably end up buying this. But in India, if the Apple company wants to capture a lot of people, then they have to nail the pricing. And I say if they do that, then this here is going to sell like hot cake. So with that said, thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to Phones Teen and stay home, stay safe. This is Suman signing off once again. Catch you later.